Show, all the top tunes.
Hey, Mulligan.
What do you do? I don't know.
We give them just what they get in the big house.
It's the Joey and Rory Show, brought to you each week by KAW-LIGA Radio, with Wynn Varble, Marcy Gary, Heidi Feek, Bradley Walker, and me.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, step up to the TV and tune those rabbit ears, because here they are. Please help me welcome Joey and Rory.
You can ride 100 miles and not see one fence. You can drink from the rivers and the streams, and you can sleep under the stars, and no matter where you are, in a cowboy's dreams. You can turn the radio on in your truck, and on the station hear Chris LeDoux sing. Every road that you drive down leads you further from a town, in a cowboy's dream. And everybody's got a horse and a good rope, and everybody's wearing boots, spurs, and jeans, and men tip their hats with pride when a lady passes by. Oh, I wish life was what it seems in a cowboy's dream. You can take a man's handshake as his solemn vow. When he says I do, that's just what he means. The only time that he might cry is when his old cowpup died, in a cowboy's dreams. And everybody's got a horse and a good rope, and everybody's wearing boots, spurs, and jeans, and men tip their hats with pride when a lady passes by. Oh, I wish life was what it seems in a cowboy's dreams. A cowboy's dreams. You can ride 100 miles and not see one fence.
I think I like a cowboy's dreams.
I think I do too.
Y'all don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. What y'all doing in the morning? Well, there's a good chance I'm going to be at Marcy Jo's having breakfast. In the meantime, let's check in and see what Marcy and Joey are cooking. Y'all come on in and sit wherever you want.
Well, it's hard to believe, but the holidays are quickly approaching once again, and it's time to break out those traditional recipes that fulfill the holidays with such comfort. And this is no exception to the rule. Today, this recipe came actually from your sister Candy.
Yes, I wish Candy could have been here, but she had to work. I would love for her to be part of this.
I know, I do too. But we'll just try to improvise and do the best we can without her.
Yeah.
Today we're making a sweet potato casserole.
It's really good.
Yes, this dish actually could substitute as a dessert. It's so good.
I know.
It's so sweet.
I think it is like a dessert.
It's my dessert.
Yeah.
Along with the pumpkin pie and everything else that I inhale Thanksgiving or Christmas. Well, let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
So in here we have
Our yams,
Yes.
and you can do your fresh yams or you can do just canned. Right now we're just doing canned, but if you do fresh, you got to make sure you boil them down and peel them and stuff and mash them. And we've mashed these together really good.
So next we're gonna add a stick of butter, which is a half a cup of butter. Marcy, why don't you go ahead and add your cinnamon with your sugar?
Yep, you're gonna take a cup of sugar and then probably just like a fourth of,
A teaspoon of cinnamon.
a teaspoon. Then mix that together really good.
And you can use an electric mixer with this if you want, but don't be afraid. The butter's gonna mix in there
Yeah.
once it melts down. Go ahead and add your sugar in.
So you're gonna add that all together.
We'll crack in a couple eggs.
That looks beautiful. This is gonna be so good.
Oh, I know. I just love the smell of cinnamon and sweet potatoes.
And we had this at the restaurant during the holidays too, so that's really
right.
nice.
We have a teaspoon of vanilla. And then lastly, we have, I think, a fourth of a cup of
it's
milk.
a fourth a cup,
You can use
yeah.
half and half too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna go out, just go all out. So speaking of the holidays, so Thanksgiving, you're gonna be open the Wednesday before Thanksgiving,
Yep.
right?
We'll be open Wednesday and then we're closed Thanksgiving.
Yes,
And then we're closed Friday, the day after.
Oh, wait a minute, Marcy.
What?
We have barn concerts that weekend.
What?
Yes. Well,
Are you kidding
We're
me?
starting our Christmas holiday, so
Oh, lovely.
yes.
So, yes, we'll be open that Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Oh, good. I wouldn't want to disappoint people.
That's nice for you to tell me on TV.
Well, yeah, I gotta break it to you lightly.
You had that planned, didn't you?
No, I didn't. No way. Okay, next we're gonna grease a 9x13 pan. And you're just gonna pour this in here. You're gonna go ahead and heat your oven to 350. I'm sorry, actually you're 325. You
Yeah,
don't want it at 350 because you want it to bake a little bit slower, otherwise you'll have all these sugars
Yeah.
go too fast. So, and then the topping is what makes this awesome. It's kind of like a praline
Yes,
topping, kind
it
of like your
is.
mom's banana nut bread that she used to make, or she still does make.
Yeah.
So we're gonna add in a cup of powdered sugar along with some flour.
Yeah.
Mix that in. You can melt a stick of butter, or you can have it softened. If you soften
Right.
it, it just kind of chunks it a little bit more and makes
It
the
does,
topping a little bit
yeah.
more chunky.
But with it being liquid, it just spreads over it a lot better
Sure
too.
does. So you're just gonna mix that in together. Pour
And
this
it's so
on top.
funny because when I do serve this at the restaurant, people they won't order any like Elvis cake because they're like, okay, we've already had our dessert, and I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, we had the sweet potato casserole. I'm like, oh gosh darn it.
Well, we're all
But-
about selling those desserts.
I know it, I am.
And then I just use my hands because it's kind of easier just to kind of sprinkle it on top.
Sure, why not?
I mean, it's
That's
our
beautiful.
cooking show. We can do whatever we want.
Apparently.
Why don't you grab those pecans and stick those pecans on top. You can use walnuts or pecans. We like pecans just
Yeah.
because they're already chunked here and we have lots of them. So you're gonna put that in the oven at 325, bake it for 35 minutes. After you bake it, this is what the finished product is gonna be. And it's warm, bubbly, and beautiful.
It smells so good.
Now we have a guest here today who actually is a regular,
Yes.
and he comes in about once or twice a week.
Uh-huh.
Joe, come on over here and see us.
Hi, Joe.
How are you doing?
Good.
So good to see ya.
Good to see you.
You been doing well?
Yes, better than I deserve.
Well, good. Now Joe is a health nut.
He is.
He comes in and he'll bring his own food for us to prepare for him and make omelets and all this
Yeah.
stuff. But every once in a while, he'll decide to go off and
Yeah.
just enjoy life a little bit, right? Hopefully today's one of those days.
Yeah, I'm off today.
You're off today.
Okay,
Good.
You're gonna love
That's
this.
a good choice. I'll just give you a little bit more. There we go. Now tell us what you think of that.
And you gotta get a little bit. There you
Yeah,
go.
you gotta get some of that crunchy stuff. That's what makes it
Is
delicious.
it that good?
I really couldn't tell if that would be a dish or just a dessert.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Isn't that good?
Well, good. Well, you're welcome to take that over with your fresh coffee.
Thanks,
Hey,
Joe,
thank you.
for
Great
coming.
seeing you, Joe. Thanks so much. Well, there you go, folks. Straight from Joe. That's our what is this?
Sweet potato casserole.
Sweet potato casserole here at Marcy Jo's, where we're changing lives.
One bite at a time.
It's time again for for the KAW-LIGA Vinyl Rewind, where we dust off an old classic and put a new spin on it. Please welcome Heidi Feek doing just that as she performs Hank Williams' KAW-LIGA.
KAW-LIGA was a wooden Indian standing by the door. Fell in love with an Indian maiden over in the antique store. KAW-LIGA, just stood there and never let it show, so she could never answer yes or no. Wore his Sunday feathers and held a tomahawk. The maiden wore her beads and braids and hoped someday he'd talk. KAW-LIGA, too stubborn to ever show a sign, because his heart was made of knotty pine. Got a kiss. Poor old KAW-LIGA, you don't know what he missed. Is it any wonder that his face is red? KAW-LIGA, that poor old wooden KAW-LIGA was a lonely Indian, never went nowhere. His heart was set on the Indian maid with the coral black hair. KAW-LIGA, just stood there and never let it show, so she could never answer yes or no. Day a wealthy customer bought the Indian maid and took her oh so far away, but oh KAW-LIGA stayed. KAW-LIGA, just stands there as lonely as can be and wishes he was still an old pine tree. Got a kiss. Poor old KAW-LIGA, you don't know what he missed. Is it any wonder that his face is red? KAW-LIGA, that poor old wooden head.
So what is that thing that Wynn has in that Dixie cup?
Spit.
Why is he spitting there for?
Because he's got chew in his mouth, and it gets yucky after a while.
It's yucky all the time. Well, let's see what he's going to spit out today.
Kenny Cecil was down there at the church house the other day, last Sunday, and preacher come out there, and Kenny said, "Preacher, I really want to come to church next Sunday, but I can't miss the big game. I mean, it's just out of the question." Preacher put his arm around old Kenny. He said, "Kenny, that's what video recorders are for." Kenny's face lit up, said, "You mean I can record your sermon?"
You go from rags to riches, farm to fame, from washing dishes to the whole world knows your name. They'll stand in the spotlight till the light goes dim, and it's farm to fame, to farm.
This past spring, when we were on the country's family reunion cruise, we met a man named Frank Smith.
I'm Frank Smith, and my wife Karen and I are creators of Music Ranch here at Livingston, Montana.
Who gave us his card and asked us to come play at his ranch in Paradise Valley, Montana. Now we meet lots of folks, and we get quite a few opportunities to perform, but this one was different. He said that he'd built a big barn on his place that became an even bigger barn where he could have concerts. Just like us. Well, how could we say no to that? So we made the trip to Montana to play some music and spend some time with these nice people. Our first stop was in the historic town of Livingston.
So this morning we got up and we had breakfast at this place called Pinky's. And the people in the downtown area are so sweet, and they are so excited to see us walking up down the street. Of course, they noticed Rory right away. But they're just really thrilled that we took the time to leave Tennessee and come out to their town and their area to do a concert tonight.
A fruity pebble waffle, cereal and waffles all in one.
Joey.
Joey, and your husband is?
Rory.
I saw him crossing the street and I'm like, that has to be him because of the
overalls. Right. What's your name?
Denise. I'm the manager here at this floral shop.
Okay. Well, nice
I
to meet
love
you.
you guys. You're so awesome. What are you doing
playing tonight? We're playing
Where?
at the Music Ranch.
After spending the afternoon exploring Livingston, we took a short drive out of town to our friend Stephanie Davis's house to have dinner, tell stories, and play a little music together.
Sunrise, if you close your eyes, and there would break my heart in two. But tonight up in the cottonwood tree, the night bird sings effortlessly, because she's happy and she's free. Some things cost too much.
The next day was spent at the Montana Music Ranch. It was in a beautiful valley with mountains all around. And while Joey and Heidi got ready, Aaron and I took Frank's old Willys Jeep out for a test drive. And when showtime came, it was about as beautiful a setting as we'd ever seen.
As he stood up and walked round, she lowered her head down, and softly upon her bare back he did slide. And with all of her fear gone, the cowboy rode off on the horse nobody could ride. The horse nobody could ride.
They have shows all summer long each year at the Music Ranch, so if you can, check out their website and make plans to bring your family and spend an evening in a valley they call paradise. And be sure to tell Frank and his bride hello from us.
Basically, we should be looking in the vicinity of the camera.
Now you can look right at me.
Oh, look at you. All right,
I'll
yeah.
ask you the questions, you look at me.
All right.
Ignore the fact that I'm holding this.
Yeah.
All right, I'm rolling. All right.
This is my favorite part of the show, folks. It's time for the inspirational number. Here's Joey and Rory performing one of the songs from their new album, Inspired.
Like a seedling in the clay, when the sun's first golden ray marks the breaking of the day, I am turning to the light. I am turning to the light. I am reaching toward the sun. I have journeyed through the night, and the battle now is won. There's a new song in my heart. There's a new day dawning bright. Oh, I'm turning to the light. Now Not so very long ago, I lay covered by the snow with no sign of spring in sight. Now I'm turning to the light. I am turning to the light. I am reaching toward the sun. I have journeyed through the night, and the battle now is won. There's a new song in my heart. There's a new day dawning bright. Oh, I'm turning to the light. Like a robin in the spring, when the dew is glistening, I will raise my voice and sing. I am turning to the light. I am turning to the light. I am reaching toward the sun. I have journeyed through the night, and the battle now is won. There's a new song in my heart. There's a new day dawning bright. Oh, I'm turning to the light. I am turning to the light. I am reaching toward the sun. I have journeyed through the night, and the battle now is won. There's a new song in my heart. There's a new day dawning bright. Oh, I'm turning to the light. Oh, I'm turning to the light.
How about a big hand for our band back here? They're doing a fine, fine job.
Yes, they are. Opening the windows and letting in air. Holding hands when we're saying a prayer. That's important to me. That's important to me.
Don't forget about what's most important to you.
I'm Joey.
And I'm Rory. Tune in again next week. Same place, same time.
Join Joey and Rory in the barn where they film their TV show by coming to one of their farmhouse concerts this summer or fall. Or check out their tour schedule by visiting their website, joeyandrory.com.
Milk House.
Media.